Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now before we get into today's video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and stories from around the world. So on Tuesday night we saw Group B play their second set of games. First it was Denmark-Finland, followed by Germany versus Spain. So let's talk on that Denmark versus Finland game. It was a game that both teams needed to win to have any chance of staying in the tournament, or they would face elimination like Northern Ireland did on Monday evening. And it was a game that had very little to write home about, considering that two teams that aren't really known for their major goals were set up quite defensively in terms of Finland, and the Denmark attack of Nadine Nadim, Sinje Brun and Pernille Harder really struggled for a good proportion of the game to find a way past Tini Korpela, who made some excellent saves for Finland throughout the game. So they'll be very devastated that they couldn't convert more of their chances. However, in the 72nd minute, Pernille Harder of Chelsea managed to find an open space at the back post after a free kick. Finland failed to clear it, and Pernille Harder was there on the back post with a free header to give Denmark a 1-0 lead. And then that was pretty much it for the last 20 minutes or so. That goal went in obviously the 72nd minute for Denmark, and it was obviously a big 3 points as they leaves them in contention to potentially progress to the quarterfinals of this year's European Championships. But unfortunately for Finland, that is the end of their tournament now. They will be just playing their next game on Saturday for Pride against Germany, and it's going to be very interesting to see what Denmark can do in their game, because they have a very big clash against Spain. But manager will be looking for a better performance from their forward line of Brun, Harder and Nadim if they are wanting to put up a real threat against Spain and progress to the knockout stages of this tournament. Speaking of Spain, they played Germany in the 8 o'clock kickoff from the Brentford Community Stadium, and it was a game that many had hyped up pre-game as possibly one of the games of this whole tournament, and unfortunately it didn't deliver in terms of having a really back-to-back end game, but it was very entertaining nevertheless. Spain heavily dominated possession for the majority of the game. However, it was Germany that ran away with the 3 points, after Clara Buell and Alexandra Popp scored in the first half for Germany to make sure they hung on to the lead and take victory and progress through as group winners. Now it's obviously going to be very disappointing for Spain, who had so many chances throughout that game, both in the first and second half. In total they had 12 shots compared to Germany's 8, but only 3 on target, and they just couldn't find a way past Merle Frome or the Germany defence, with Frome's making some excellent saves throughout the whole course of the 90 minutes, and they were just not clinical enough, Spain. There was just 1 or 2 passes where you think make that extra pass and then you could potentially break down the Germany defence, but it wasn't to be for Spain this evening, and they head into this game now at the weekend against Denmark needing a win, otherwise they will be out if they lose to Denmark. Obviously they've got the much better goal difference, so if they take a draw they will progress as well. However, obviously a win is what Jorge Vilda's side will be looking for. And again, it's another bit of questionable selection. Obviously this time he started Sheila Garcia and Lucia Garcia up top, and it just didn't seem to work for Spain. There needs to be some changes, and I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Claudia Pina possibly start this game, or even Martona Cardona further up as well, just to offer that bit of difference to Spain, because they just didn't look like scoring at all. Even though they had chances, they just were too wasteful with what they did. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Spain can do in their last game against Denmark. That takes place this Saturday, both games kicking off at 8 PM UK time. So that's Denmark versus Spain, Finland versus Germany. Obviously Germany and Finland both have nothing to play for, as they both have, well, Germany have progressed through to the quarterfinals whilst Finland have been eliminated. Right, that is it for this video. We'll be back tomorrow to wrap up all of today's action, which sees Group C get underway, and the Group C games are obviously Switzerland versus Sweden at 5 PM UK time and Netherlands versus Portugal at 8 PM UK time. And the Netherlands will be without Saro van Veenendaal, who's been ruled out for the rest of the tournament through injury and was replaced by Jacinto Weimar. Anik Nouwen is missing from the game but is still a part of the squad. There is doubt as to whether Jackie Groenen will play, as she contracted COVID a few days ago, and Viviane Miedema will also miss the game after it was announced on Tuesday evening that she had contracted COVID-19 as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Mark Parsons can do with the rest of that Netherlands lineup. But make sure you like, comment and subscribe like I said at the start, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and stories, and until next time, we'll see you soon.